Hello, you sexy biscuits, and welcome in to Isles of Adalar. Recently, I made a video on this Elder Scrolls style RPG, and in that video I said how incredibly good this looks for an independently made game. And today, we're going to be playing the demo. So there is a demo available on Steam right now, so after this video, go and download it and play it for yourself. But I've got to say right now, I'm incredibly impressed. One of the biggest things I saw talked about was FOV. Now you can change this. This is completely customizable. So for first person, I have it set to 90, and third person, I have it set to 60. Because yes, in this game, you can decide on what perspective you want. There is actually quite a lot of customization here, even going into stuff like depth of field, motion blur, and even down to the point of LODs, which is level of detail of distant objects. Now, I've had this game set to ultra so far, and I've been able to hit around 90 FPS almost constantly. And this game is no slouch in terms of graphics. So here we are inside of character creation. Now, I'm going to say this is obviously an early build. I want to get that out there right now, to the point where you can just fly away from your character creation and look around the island. Although, this is a perfectly good way to see what this island looks like. It kind of reminds me a bit of Morrowind. With these giant, almost mushroom-looking trees, it's very similar to Morrowind. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for their Indiegogo, because this game is currently up for backing. If you want to go and support these developers, make sure to head over there. I'll leave a link in the description. Now, personally, I'm going to go for this person, and we're going to change them to female, and let's go for this hair, because why not? You can also change the colour of the hair, which is pretty awesome. Okay, characteristics. Now, we don't have any points in here as of right now, but it does give you an idea of what the attributes are going to be. So you've of course got deterioration, controls the power of deterioration-based magic. You've also got comprehension, controls how much stamina a character uses while performing magic. Now, of course, when this game is fully released, I'm guessing you're going to be able to be given a couple of points to put into these different things, kind of like Fallout. Now, there are a couple of classes we have here. We do have Knight, which I quite like, but we also have Pyromancer, which is pretty awesome. And apparently now I've got a massive stick, so that's pretty awesome. We've got Warrior, and just a small little sword there. And we've also got Electromancer. That looks pretty badass. Okay, right, let's go for that one. Let's look at our traits quickly. So we've got Charm. I'm going to personally go for Charm. I do like that. I'm going to go for Debate. And also, we could go for Deception. I really like these, so that is awesome. And we can even go in and change their features a little bit if we wanted to. But I think that's everything that I want to do. So we're going to call our character Bobette, because why not? And let's start a game. Now, there are two variations of this. If you have 8 GB of RAM, make sure to go for the 8 GB version. But personally, I'm over here with my 16 GB, so let's go for 16 gig. Now, this will make the game run better on whatever number of RAM you have, so make sure to go for the one that you have. So here we are inside the Isles of Adalar, and currently we have got out our electric staff. Oh, that is badass. Okay, I quite like that. You can block, you can hit, you can... also, I think you can kick somehow. There you go. Q. It's just reminding me of Might and Magic, that game where you can just kick people off everything. Now, I do want to take a quick look at what the game looks like graphically. So here you guys can see the rock textures are actually really nice. You've also got some pretty damn good shadows over there as well. Floor textures look good. Now, this, of course, is running on Ultra, so everything is pushed to its limit. I'm guessing that this game is going to be changing over the course of its backing and stuff, so I'm assuming not all these textures are going to be the same when the game is actually fully released. Welcome to the demo for Isles of Adalar. If you enjoy the demo, please consider whitelisting Isles of Adalar on Steam and telling your friends. The demo will be available until our Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign ends, so yes, make sure to head over to Steam and download this for yourself. The last thing you remember is being a passenger on a merchant ship, heading for Sarsibur. You've just woken up inside a cave and are unsure of how you arrived here. Now, what it does recommend is that you go in and set everything to a quick slot. So that's what we're going to do. First, let's put our electric staff in quick slot 1. I think that's probably the best idea right now. Okay, so we have a couple of health potions. Let's put those into quick slot 2. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. So I've turned on the FPS for you guys to get an idea of what this game is currently running at. And we're running at an average of around 100 FPS. Which is absolutely mad, especially for a game this early. Normally, games this early run like poo, so I'm extremely happy about this. Oh, we have our first character here. Hello!
I can shed some light on the situation.
So yes, there is voice acting, well, slightly. I'm not sure if these are kind of template voices they've gotten hold of, or if these were recorded by people that work for the studio. But yeah, I'm expecting there's probably going to be more voice acting than this when the game's actually released. If you're watching Beakway Software, I do quite a mean Mr. Bean impression. Hello, excuse me, I'm looking for my watch. Something like £5 million and I do all your voices. Now, this game does have multiple choices, so we can go through this and pick everything. I'm personally going to go for this because of course I have a perk in Charm. I know lovely Hun such as yourself doesn't belong in a cave. What's your story? Now, this actually gave me a bonus in speech, which is pretty damn awesome.
It's not as complicated as it sounds.
See, they're very to the point with their dialogue. I kind of like it. It's very similar to another game. There's another game that doesn't have a lot of voice acting. I think it's Outward. Yes, it's Outward. They don't read the entire thing, they just kind of give you a brief description in their dialogue. See, look at this, it's got the little animations of them eating and stuff. So they go about their daily lives. From what I've seen from the trailer, they seem to. We've also got this person here, Human Female. What a great name. This game allows you to loot everything. And I love looting everything in video games. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this, because then we can maybe sell it later on. Why not, eh? Now, everything is lootable. I was kind of surprised by this. I thought that only maybe certain things would be, but no, literally everything is lootable in this game. So I'm going to take this, and then I think I can actually equip this. If I hit E on that, here we go. I've equipped it. So now, if we look at our character, yeah, there you go. I've actually put that on now. So I can click it and then unequip it and then equip it. You see that? Pretty damn awesome. I, Torsat Vendin, couldn't wish for anything more than to talk to someone like you in a place as welcoming as this. Now, blatantly, that is sarcasm, and that is something really interesting. The last time I played this demo, I picked a trait that allowed me to pick up on sarcasm. Now, this time, that isn't an option. So dialogue definitely does react to that, so that is really, really cool. I don't share your enthusiasm. Oh, I do have deception. I think I will decline your offer. Take shield while Torsat is distracted. So he gives you a shield to go and do this quest, but if you deceive him, you can actually sneak and take it from him without him knowing. That's incredible. Okay, alright, I'll do this for you. Now hand over the shield. Why wouldn't we do this quest? It was going to give us more XP probably, so let's do that. Now, we actually have a companion, and cool thing about this is, if you click on him, you can actually companion trade, like in Fallout. And also, you can even ask him about his background and stuff. And I'm assuming later on we're going to be able to maybe decide like how far he is from you and what kind of weapons he uses and stuff. And that is awesome. Now, the only thing in this game that I really hope they add before it gets released is there's no ability to sneak that I've found, and that is kind of a big thing for me. I love sneaking in video games. If you can get a sneak critical, I'd be extremely happy. So the fact that's not a function in this game is slightly disappointing. That's probably my biggest disappointment so far. Although every game doesn't have to have sneaking, I suppose, it definitely comes in handy, especially when you're in combat like this. So let's target onto, no, that's the wrong person. Let's target onto, oh, you killed them. Alright, fine. And then we can actually go in and loot these. Now, combat and everything looks absolutely bloody fantastic. Now, another cool thing about this is you can actually turn off the HUD. So you can actually look around like this, and you can get really close into things and look how detailed they are. For a little monster, he's pretty detailed. You've also got a little camp over here. We've got some more clothes. We can take those. Oh, and interestingly, you cannot pick up clothes when the HUD's off. That's really weird. I'm guessing that's going to be different when the game's released. Yeah, I quite like having the HUD off in video games. And I just picked up a book. Now, I'm wondering if you can actually read these. Yeah, there you go. It actually has a little... Oh my god, the little... Oh, that's adorable. I love it. I love that. That's amazing. Okay, I will read that forever. Oh, we've also picked ourselves up a spell book. So let's take that. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes, please. All right, get in my belly. You go there, and you go right goddamn there. Okay, I need to try these out. Okay, here we go. Right. 3. Equip. No. 4. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Hey, what's your name? Manap. What's this? Booyah. Oh, okay, that's awesome. I love that. That's my new favorite thing in a video game. Okay, so we'll head in this direction, although... Can I target him and just throw a lightning spell into his face? Let's see if this works. Here we go. And booyah. I think it hit the plant next to him. Damn it! Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's dodge out the way of this guy. Let's see what this looks like with the HUD off. Ooh, pretty. That's really nice. I like the lighting when you do that. Look at this guy. He's like, all right, I'm Manap. How's it going? You all right, Manap? Brilliant. Now, third person is looks like this. And personally, I wouldn't play in third person. That's just my personal preference. I know a lot of people out there really enjoy being able to play RPGs in third person, but that's not how I generally play. But the option is definitely here, and you can do everything you can do with first person. So it's all there. You can send out your spells and all that. And if I turn back on the HUD, you guys can actually see that you've still got your little cursor, so you know where you're firing and stuff. Now, as I've said, I do want to make it very clear that this game is very early, and for what they've done so far, it looks great. It runs good. And I really quite like it. Oh, that's amazing. Did you see that? In the water, the lightning stuck around, like zapping through the water beneath us. That's incredible. Okay, let's hit this guy. I'm going to send out a spell into his face, because why not? Oh, booyah. Let's take this guy's stuff. Let's take that as well. We may be able to use that in crafting at some point. I don't know how much is implemented into this game. I don't think we can go outside in this demo. I know that you can go to the shipwreck, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this demo isn't that long, but I don't want to play the entire thing because I want you guys to go and experience this for yourself. As I've said, this is running extremely well, so this should be able to run on your computer in theory. As long as you aren't playing it on a potato, you should be okay. I will say that looks really nice, actually. There's no anti-aliasing on that at all. Look at that. Huh, cool. Sorry, I get distracted very easily. I think that's become very clear on the channel. So yeah, everything that I saw kind of commented about the FOV and motion blur in that original footage, you can definitely change yourself, and I'm glad you can. And I will say that I definitely like having that choice to be able to change FOV, and I think that in all PC games that should really be an option. So it's great that it's been implemented, especially this early on. The fact that it's in this demo build is pretty damn awesome. Go over here, we've got some items. Oh, we've got the bow. Okay, so this will give me an opportunity to talk about the bow in this game. Now, do I like the bow in this game? No. No, I do not, and I'll explain why. But I've talked to the developer, and he's very happy for me to kind of talk my own 2 cents. And I wouldn't be doing a video if I wasn't, because I feel being honest with you guys is the best policy, because that's what this channel is all about, honesty. And let's talk about bows. So if I go over to my weapon and then pick up let's pick up this bow here, and then also equip the thing here. So if I was to go to reload and then bring it out, there you go. So R, and then try and aim. Now that's it. Okay, so then you fire. Now that looks good. Oh no, hang on a minute. Well, that looks fine. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's not great, and it's something that you definitely need to work on. As I've said before, I love bow and arrow in video games. That's kind of like one of my main ways I like playing. So the fact that this isn't that great, I would say the combat apart from this is fantastic. It's just the bows for me that I'm not too big on. So yeah, that is definitely something I wanted to bring up now. And I think it's something someone actually mentioned in that original demo gameplay that we saw. And I didn't really notice it myself at the time. But if I was to try and aim for that guy... Oh, I did hit him, but it was only a little... Oh, and he's healing. Oh my god, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, let's take out the weapon. Alright, let's block here a minute and go for lightning attack. Oh, he's dead. Okay, I got him. Let's block. Oh, God. I don't want to die here, because if I'm dead, that's it. Game over, man. Game over. Now, my companion's gone on and taken this thing on his own, which is probably not good. Let's hit him with that. Now, this monster is actually healing himself, so we need to be a little bit careful here. I don't know where my companion's gone. I really hope they haven't died. I don't know if they can. Let's hit him with that. God, he is... Oh, I love that effect, though, with the... Okay, let's move around this guy. Oh, he knocked me over. That's not good. He's kind of got me blocked in here. Let's try and back up a second. Oh, we took him out. Awesome. I noticed something when we were actually fighting them that looked kind of interesting. So if I was to come over, here you go. Harvest coal vein. So you don't need a pickaxe or anything. You can just take whatever you want. So that is pretty neat. I do like the mining minigame in Skyrim, but this obviously isn't that. Ooh, we have our first crafting station. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, we can actually make these. Ooh, let's craft those. Hang on a bloody goddamn minute. Ooh, cool. It even tells us what recipes we have. So, go from metal ingot. Let's make those. And then we could even make another pair of these. But I don't need to do that right now. But, yeah, so this system seems to work quite well. It actually tells you what you need and what you're going to be able to get out of the things you have. So that's awesome. Do I recommend this? Yes. Download the demo. Go over to Indiegogo. Go support them if you can. And, I think the only thing that I find it negative right now is bow and arrow. That is something that I mentioned. And menus can be a little bit odd, but that is obviously going to be fixed over time. Now, they do need your help, so go and send them your positives and negatives. I think, as a company, they're pretty open when it comes to criticism, which is awesome. I wish more companies were open to stuff like that, because hopefully together we can make the best game possible. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, but until next time, that's me out. Bye, guys.